that doesn't diminish competition.
Right.
Like, you could be friendly and kind to people that you're competing with as hard as you can.
Mm-hmm.
That was also a thing that you find in jiu-jitsu. Guys who are just trying to kill each other all the time are like really close friends.
Yeah.
Really close. And, you know, very competitive. Like, motherfucker, I'm getting you tonight. No, bitch, you're not.
Right.
You know, like that kind of shit. But friendly.
That's from the 80s and 90s, right? The obsession with shareholder value and shareholder supremacy, where we prioritize on the wants and needs, desires of an external constituency over our own customers and over our own employees. That's like asking a coach who's trying to build a good team what the fans want rather than what the players need. But that's the standard of business today.
That's right.
And so the problem is we need to reject that. It was great for the 80s and 90s. It was great for these boom years where everybody made money. It no longer works. We have to abandon the practices of Jack Welch and Milton Friedman of the 80s and 90s, and we need to do it our way. We need to build empathetic leaders. We need to build leaders who understand that their responsibility is a human job. We don't sit behind desks and lead a company from spreadsheets. We cannot. Because as we've seen, it creates discontent inside our companies. There's no such thing as loyalty anymore. There's no such thing as a gold watch at the end of your career. It doesn't exist anymore. There's an entire group of people in this room who are too young that when I say the word gold watch, they don't even know what I'm talking about.
I know what my intent is, and I'm very grounded in it. And I deploy enormous amounts of empathy to my haters. When somebody leaves a comment on my Facebook or anywhere else that I'm a charlatan or a snake oil salesman or my daddy gave me the money to build the liquor store and I shouldn't be listened to, I understand why they say that. I know it's not true. And you know, it feeds me in a very good way. And so for me, to be very honest with you, brother, it's been very easy because when your intent is pure and comes from a good place. I think about succeeding in one very simple story. There are two ways, my friends, to build the biggest building in town. Step number one, just build the biggest building in town. Step number two, build a decent sized building and then spend all your time trying to tear down everybody else's building around you down so you end up being the biggest building in town. My friend, 95% of people try to do number two. But when you know you can build the fucking biggest building in town, you do that.
I mean, this is a fucked up thing. I mean, it's a weird thing to say, but I really think we all collectively, as a species, need to emphasize and learn how to be nicer to each other. Nobody teaches you that. It's rare. They teach it to you in school, be nice. When you go to offices, there's certain standards of behavior that you're supposed to behave in, but there's not like an emphasis on kindness and just being friendly. And I think that doesn't diminish competition.
Right.
Like, you could be friendly and kind to people that you're competing with as hard as you can. That was also a thing that you find in jiu-jitsu. Guys who are just trying to kill each other all the time are like really close friends.
Yeah.
Really close. And, you know, very competitive. Like, motherfucker, I'm getting you tonight. No, bitch, you're not.
Right.
You know, like that kind of shit. But friendly. I just think as a species, just the human race, especially us as Americans, because we're so goddamn competitive, gotta learn how to be nicer.